TutorMe is targeted at Melbourne Uni students who need that extra bit of help cramming for exams, or students who want to earn a bit of extra cash by, tutoring other students. However, there's currently no easy way of connecting students and student tutors apart from the horribly cluttered notice boards scattered across uni. The solution is TutorMe. TutorMe is a simple, free networking site similar to LinkedIn but targeted at uni students. With a strong focus on flexibility, students can just key in specific times and subjects and get instantly linked to student tutors who are available to help. And we know that students want this because our current survey showed that 82% of students across different faculties wanted to use TutorMe. Best thing of all, it's free. And we plan to keep it that way by using ads targeted at uni students to earn our money. Now all we need is $3,000 for our website development and hosting, and our advertising campaign, and we're ready to go.
Our idea, Green Sheds, will benefit workers in the construction industry in Melbourne who use temporary site offices.
Existing site offices offer terrible working conditions which lower work productivity and job satisfaction. Also, the ugliness of these offices is bad advertisement to the public image of all companies involved. Not only that, offices aren't self-sufficient, which is a massive problem for remote use. We offer an ergonomic, aesthetic and self-sufficient alternative to these existing problems. Improving work environments through technology and design will provably increase work productivity, job satisfaction and brand reputation and value. The construction industry generates $140 billion a year, the equivalent of 5% of Australia's total GDP. It is huge. With 10 offices at $150 per office per week, for an average of 72 weeks, we could be making $108,000 on just one job over 18 months.
Our plan is to provide a prototype, and then using the feedback we'll tend into a large Australian construction company. Following that, the potential for Green Sheds is limitless.
Okay, so real estate is something that relates to everyone, whether you're an investor, first homeowner or a renter. As the world becomes more and more globalized, people are more focused on finding real estate opportunities abroad. Our idea is having a real estate website with an international feel to it. We're like realestate.com.au but better. So the problem with the current website, or the problem in the market at the moment, is that people don't really know much about international real estate. They find it difficult to find opportunities abroad, and our competitors, the problem with their websites is that they often are quite tedious to go through. They find it, they're not very clear, and there's always language barriers and things like that. Our website will be a bit different because we'll have video walkthroughs of all our properties. We're going to have language translations on every page. We're going to have brand certifications as well as investment gradings for all our properties as well, and many more features that will help cater towards the user.
Alright, so our idea is called Sonnet. It's for sons who help their mothers solve computer issues. Now we know mums struggle with their computers. It's hard to troubleshoot issues over the phone, and then even once you solve the problem once, the same thing comes up again and again. In Australia alone, there are more than 1.2 million mums over the age of 50, with many of them learning computers for the first time. What Sonnet is a screen sharing and recording application, and it has tools especially for creating lessons and taking notes. The secret will be in the very simple user experience design, especially catered for people learning computers for the first time. We're going to offer a freemium model so people can initially get to know the ease of use of the service, and then they can subscribe for additional features like more storage and support. Mums tell us how empowered they feel when they know how to use computers. Sons are telling us how hard it is to give them that help, and Sonnet is here to bridge that gap.
Hi, so my idea is PDA. It's called Public Display of Affection. And what it really is about sending personal messages through flash mobs and mass media. Personal messages can be such as birthday wishes or wedding proposals and things like that. And this caters to people who feel that their loved ones will appreciate something that's fun, public, and it's visually just impactful. And I feel there's a market for this, just because whenever people see someone doing nice to someone else, they go like, oh, and when they see flash mobs, they're like, oh my gosh, cool. So what this puts together is mass joy, and there's always a market for joy out there. And I think it's unique because while there are flash mobs out there, it's not for like a individual to send out personal messages kind of way, and it's often used for like just advertising purposes. So that's that. And how this works would be, what I have is a group of people who are like volunteers, people, acrobats, people, and they work on project to project basis, and how the client project will actually turn out will depend on what the client wants, whether it's people raising their hands, whether it's whatever they're doing. Yeah.
Our idea is called Take Me Home Tonight, which targets individuals who are planning on being a designated driver for a group outing, but have little incentive to not drink while driving. We know there's a market for this because 1 in 12 individuals admits that they have been in an accident which alcohol played a role in. The government also sponsors numerous programs and booze buses each year to prevent drunk driving. Take Me Home Tonight is a web-based platform where individuals sign up using their contact information and destinations for their outing, and in return receive free food, non-alcoholic beverages, and entry to a prize pool. This gives incentive to refrain from drinking while driving and prevents accidents, injuries, and even deaths. By participating, the venues that we want to get, venues are able to advertise on our website for free, as well as say that they're involved in a program that promotes responsible drinking. We're generating greater alcohol awareness, as well as and giving benefits to those who are designated drivers.
Do you notice how most tour operators today are over-commercialized, mass-produced, plastic, and lacking in variety in terms of tour programs? To resolve this, I present to you a service called Ecotourism, Real Travelling, targeting Australians individual tourists travelling in Australia. What we are is an online tour operator offering real eco-friendly tours with a strong emphasis on culture. We also offer a greater variety in terms of activities and accommodation, such as farm stays and homestays. We know a market exists for our product, as ecotourism is an industry that's growing at an annual rate of 6%. Apart from that, 25% of tourists are usually dissatisfied with services provided by commercial tours. We will infiltrate the tourism industry by first alliancing with student university clubs through Facebook and website. We acquire capital cost of roughly $40,000 to acquire advertising, create our domain, hire experienced tour guides, and to acquire the relevant licensing.
In a survey of sharehouses last year, 76% of respondents said cleaning was a main issue in sharehouse living. 55% said they had no system in place, and a further 18.5% of cases, one person ended up doing all the work. People living in dirty houses, and relationships are being ruined because people are forgetful and have little accountability.
Yeah, the solution is housemate, a house management system that puts mates back into housemates. So housemate will allocate housework, track performance through regular service, and give reminders for bin collections and bill payments. And the services will be automated and implemented by high-use and low-cost technology, such as email, SMS, Facebook, and smartphone applications, with consumers adopting their own reward or punishment measures. There will be two sources of income, a subscription fee and industry advertising on our email correspondence.
The model is hugely scalable and easily adaptable for many market segments, and housemen will take the main killers for attention out of the house by enforcing housemate rules as agreed upon, but making them accountable in a public yet non-confrontational way.
Hi, I'm Faye, and our idea is PD View. So basically, PD View is for busy parents of international students, and also PD View, normally parent-teacher interviews is extremely inconvenient. So basically, PD View provides parents to reduce their angst in not able to attend parent-teacher interviews, and also they are unable take an active part in their children's progress. Parent-teacher, oh my gosh. Parents can feel pride and satisfaction in their children's progress, and also in 2010, over 20,000 parents, 20,000 new high school international students enrolled in Australia, and over 80% of international parents surveyed showed a desire to take an active part in their parents' education.
We are 1, 2,
2,
3 of the 250,000 students who are struggling in BCE. We are tired, we lack motivation. Sometimes we need that little bit of help to get us over the hurdle, but help is not always readily available.
It is difficult to find an experienced, affordable tutor. It is time-consuming traveling from A to B.
Tutor4U is a solution to this problem. Tutor4U.com is an online-based peer-to-peer tutoring website that utilizes a unique interactive whiteboard system, which allows students to be taught online in real time.
Tutor4U is backed by the online growing education industry, which is expanding at 22% per annum to $4 billion in Australia this year. We conducted a survey on online forums and social media, which found that 64% of students have a tutor and 20% of those see them 3 times a week. Tutor4U is the beginning of the future. So welcome to this efficient and technological era.